Welcome back. You're listening to MAV FM, made by students for the world. This is Student Music Hour. I'm Mason, here with Judah, and we're interviewing Josh Soto.
Ben is also here.
And Ben's here.
Mm-hmm.
That was Lost, right?
Yep.
Great. A lot different from your first song.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Johnny Cash, your voice especially.
Thank you. I do have a low voice like Johnny Cash.
You should cover some of his stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I could do that.
Okay, so that
I
song
heard
reminded me a lot
lots
of Radiohead, which you have mentioned before.
Yeah.
Also.
That one I wrote based on the structure of exit music for a film.
What's your favorite Radiohead album?
I'm going to be honest. I don't listen to a lot of Radiohead.
Fair enough.
Like I know there's the influential songs that I listen to, but I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of them.
What song then?
Exit music for a film, and also the super famous
Creep.
Yeah.
Creep.
And I'm a creep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's not a lot of bands that I'm like really involved with, other than like Dream Theater.
Dream Theater?
Yeah, that's I'm Ben's making a face. Dream Theater is kind of the band that like made me want to get in the music industry, and that's the whole reason I play a 6-string bass, which is like my signature bass thing.
That tracks perfectly.
Yeah, and because the bassist of that band plays a 6-string, and it sounds great.
My favorite Radiohead album is The Moon-Shaped Pool.
Cool.
Moon-shaped.
I like In Rainbows.
Listen to it if you
Okay.
haven't,
All right.
because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I will have to check them out.
I mean, it's not fun. It's like their least fun. It's like their most depressing, but it's fun to listen to.
Hmm.
You listen to them?
No, the reason I was making that like, ooh, that's a good thing face was all the depressing ones are the good ones. Sometimes that's where the best stuff comes from.
All right, Ben just handed me the mic back. Okay, we should talk about the rest of your notebook and what your ideas are.
Okay.
Delve into your diary.
Oh, also your demos and stuff. What do you usually make? Because we just heard two very different songs. So which one do you like make more?
I'd gravitate towards Thoughtless Medication style, like the rock kind of. It's not. I don't know. It's like between like a classic and hard rock feel, because I don't really do harsh vocals.
Like Thorogood or something?
Yeah. Well, I like my vocal style is like similar to like the Strokes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like-
I love the Strokes.
Yeah. And I'm a bass voice, so I can't really sing rock, because they really like sing higher ranges, and my voice doesn't do that.
What's the lowest note you can sing?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Try it.
Do you feel comfortable trying it? Because you don't have to.
Yeah. Well, there's a technique. What's it called? Like subharmonics, where like you drop into a like, oh, like the
It's like the throat singing.
yeah, but it's really hard, because you got to like, I'm not warmed up at all, but
Mhm.
on a good day I can do it, where that low like fry actually turns into a note.
Right.
I don't know if I could do it now though.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Jeff Castellucci, if you look him up, he's like, that's his thing, and he'll sing like the lowest notes you'll ever hear, and it like will like shake the sub in your car. So cool.
I'm right in the middle. I can't go high. I can't go low.
Well,
That's
but
good because you can sing a lot of songs.
That's true.
yeah, like a lot of people are in that range.
I'm like in the worst one because I'm kind of bassy.
You're like
I'm not-
baritone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't really get up. I have to like strain my voice to sing most songs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Honestly, voice lessons would just benefit both of us, I think.
Probably.
But I don't want to take voice
I
lessons.
don't. It's kind of
Same here.
Yeah.
pricey.
I'll just.
Well, because
throw
like
my
I
voice
want to
out.
learn how to sing, but then I don't want to like have like a recital and have an accompanist and stuff. It's like,
juries.
Huh?
If you take lessons here, for like private lessons, you have to do juries
yeah,
too.
I know. And
Which
that's
I
what
like doing for violin.
I did it with piano, and I was good at that, but I don't want to sing for a jury.
For juries every year or every semester?
Every semester.
Semester, yeah. At
So
the end
they
of the
bring
semester.
you into a room with 3 people and you're all alone, and it's really scary.
Cool.
Yeah, I messed up my scales at my piano one.
I'm yet to do that for
Yeah.
bass.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't have a jury for bass.
We don't?
No,
Epic.
it's the only one that like doesn't have a jury.
Shout out to Dr. Mattery's
Yeah.
not giving us juries.
Yeah, they used to apparently. They would have he told me that they would put a lead sheet in front of the bass player, like one they've never seen before, that will have just like a full section of like a solo section, and you just solo.
See, if it's a lead sheet where it has chord symbols, I'd do fine.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to actually read sheet music, I would.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I started on Barry sax,
Okay.
and that's tenor,
Cool. I started on
tenor-
saxophone too.
clef. Um,
Yeah. Ben's
started on
making a
saxophone?
face. Yeah.
nice.
Alto
that makes
saxophone.
3 of us in the room.
Yeah.
I'm the odd man out.
Yeah.
I do only strings. I started on violin when I was very, very young. About 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why you're so good.
Yeah.
I've
Dang.
been doing it a long time. Okay. What other demos do you make? Because you talked about something. I'm like the worst interview of all
Yeah,
time.
I mean,
bro.
I have a lot of like a ton of demos, and they're all kind of like that vibe, just rock vibe.
If you ever want
Yeah.
someone to do some nasally vocals, let me know.
Heck yeah, anything. Violin would be great. Yeah, I'm working on. Honestly, yeah, I'm not really working on anything right now because I'm busy with other people's music, but I have stuff that I started working on a while ago that I'd like to continue. It's kind of like feel good, warm rock.
Eat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm writing an album with Quinn Curry.
Oh, nice.
We just started that. That I have the structures in this notebook of some of the stuff. We have 3 demos. We got in the studio one night and wrote 3 songs in that night. It was a great time, and we recorded them all on my phone. So yeah, but that we're hopefully gonna finish writing all of the songs on the album. We're writing 20 songs and choosing 10. So we're gonna finish 20 by the end of this year, and then produce it and get it out
Nice.
in like the early summer.
Ambitious.
Yeah,
It's good,
might,
though.
It might be a little much, but that's the goal, is to like have a deadline. So
Yeah. Things go according to plan. We'll probably have a break next week because it's going to be Thanksgiving break for us. But then Quinn will probably be the next person on the show.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, great drummer. So stay tuned for that.
he's fun.
He's going to help me on my digital music project. He's
Heck
gonna
yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a project where it's a drum part and then 3 different bass parts.
That's so cool. I
and
love that.
Just to spite Stan, I might put in like a 2-minute bass solo.
Oh, you have to.
Oh,
He
yeah.
hates bass solos.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll be fun.
I love bass solos.
I also love bass solos.
I don't understand why he doesn't like them.
Yeah, it's because he's not a bass player.
Fair enough.
All right. Let's get back to you, Josh.
Okay.
What is your plan? Because you don't have to have one, but what is your the way I think about my plans is I have like 5 plans that I want to do, and I'll probably end up doing a version of like all of them. So what are your plans?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. I want to get good at like every aspect that I can be, you know? Like I want to be a great studio musician and great producer, great songwriter, great engineer, mixer, everything, so that I can kind of like, if a studio wants to hire me, I can have a lot of things that I can do so that I'm more
Right.
valuable. I also can tune pianos and regulate them, and I did a lot of work on that. My dad has a piano company called Precision Piano Craft in Texas, and he builds pianos and takes them apart and puts in new soundboards. He'll make soundboards.
You're
Yeah.
from Texas then, right?
No, I was born in Mankato,
Oh.
and then I lived, most of my life in a really small town in Minnesota.
Because you have Texas plates.
Yes, so the car that I drive is from Texas because I was there this summer, and that was an experience getting back.
Yeah.
And
Bet.
it was. Yeah, I'm actually going to tell this story because it's frustrating. So we bought this car in Texas. It's a Kia Optima from like a used car dealer, whatever. And it's a 2018. It had 11,000 miles on it. Amazing deal, right? So we take it for a test drive. It's great. Everything works. I drive it around a couple times after we buy it, and the check engine light comes on. So I bring it in to the dealer, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, it was just the catalytic converter error. We reset the code, and it's all good now." I'm like, "All right, bet." So I took it. The next like couple of weeks, I don't really drive it that much because we just take his car, my dad's car, everywhere. So then the time comes for me to drive from Texas to Minnesota. That's what I did this summer. It's a 15-hour drive. I split it up into two days. So I drive, it's all smooth until like I hit Kansas and the check engine light comes back on. And I'm like, oh my God, this better just be like a, little thing. Like they said it was just a quick error code, it's fine. So I'm driving up this hill and my car will, like, the RPM start going up really high and it won't go. And I'm like, oh no, man. So I pull off on the side of the road and I call my mom and she's like, I really hope you're calling just to say hi and not that you're broken down on the side of the road. I'm like, yeah, so about that actually. Like my car won't go. And so she's panicking because I'm in the literally middle of nowhere, Kansas. No one around me. It's hills. It's Kansas. And I'm calling my dad and he's angry and doesn't know what's happening. So I call the dealer and I'm like, yo, this car I just bought from you is now broken on the side of the road. What do I do? So he's giving me instructions on like trying to find the problem in the hood and whatever. And he's not being helpful whatsoever. And he tells me, he's like, well, if you just bring it back, we can fix it. I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of Kansas. I'm like, I can't bring it back. My car won't drive. They're like, yeah, well, we can send someone to pick it up. I'm like, I'm not dumb. Like, I'm not sending my car back to Texas. I'm on the way to Minnesota. So the place I'm going to, the halfway point is Omaha. And I'm like 2 hours away from Omaha. So I'm like, all right, I need a tow truck or something. I need someone needs to take me there because otherwise it's like 4:00 at this point. I'm just in Kansas. So my dad, I don't have AAA. So my dad quickly sets up AAA for me. And I call them and the tow company says, yep, well, we will send someone over. They'll be there in about like 30 minutes. So I'm like, all right. So I'm just sitting on the side of the road. 4:30 rolls around, no one. So I call back again. I'm like, hey, you said someone was coming. Is someone still coming? They're like, oh, yeah, let me check on that. I'll call you back. So I hang up. I wait another 30 minutes. I'm like, all right, I call back. I'm like, yo, like someone said they were going to call me. Is there someone coming? And they're like, oh, it looks like your location didn't register. We'll put it in now and send someone now. So I wait again. It's now 6:00. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm still here. Like, what's going on? Like, is anyone coming to get me? I just need to know. And they're like, well, it's kind of too late now. Like, it's too late in the day. No companies are going to tow anymore. I'm like, what do you mean no companies are going to tow anymore? I've been sitting on the side of the road for 3 hours. So it's like, it's 6, 7, it goes on to 8. At finally around like 9:00, it's pitch black out. 9:00, I get a text from this local tow guy, this local 24-hour tow guy saying like, I'm on the way. I'm like, oh, thank you. So this guy shows up. It's like 9:30. I've been on the side of the road for like 5 hours at this point. He puts the car on the truck and drives me to Omaha. This guy is a real one. So I get to Omaha and I'm staying with an aunt that lives there. And I get a call from the Kia dealership there because it's the only place we could take it to. And they're like, yeah, so the entire exhaust manifold is dented and broken, and the catalytic converter is a piece of scrap metal that they welded on. And I'm like, oh, okay, how much is this going to cost? $10,000.
How much was the car?
15. So that was what I did with my summer earnings. Working at the piano business was buying repairs for a car that the dealership in Texas sold me.
Was it used?
It was used.
It was only 11,000 miles.
Yep. And what they didn't tell me was that it was a stolen, the catalytic converter was stolen off of it originally. And they welded on another one and didn't say anything about that. So
A little scummy.
yeah. Well, we tried, but my dad said he tried, but he never got back to me on that.
Tried suing them.
Tried suing them because I feel like that's got to be that's a big issue.
Yeah.
Can't sell me a car that
Gotta be some discretion
yeah.
law against that.
All I know is that it was a lot of money and a very frustrating trip.
But now
And now I'm here and my
Got a
car
nice-
is repaired.
Got a nice car.
It's basically brand new car now because the entire exhaust manifold system is all new. It has Texas plates. I have my Minnesota plates in my car actually, but it still has Texas plates right now. But yeah, that was my summer.
Nice.
Sounds like a blast.
It was a time.
Hey, well, I think we've quite a bit here.
Would
Went over
agree. We've talked quite a bit here.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the air.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for Ben for being here, just in the room, listening to all this stuff.
And helping us with our studio troubles.
Yeah, this would not have happened without Ben. Thank you, Ben. Everybody say thank you, Ben, wherever you're listening.
Thank you,
Just
Ben.
audibly say out loud, thank you, Ben.
Hear it.
Yeah, he'll hear it.
He hears it right now.
Okay. Thank you for listening to MAV FM, made by students for the world. This was Student Music Hour, hosted by Judah and Mason. We'll catch you next time.
Stay tuned.